Right, so on to my next gameplay video, still sticking with the Super Nintendo on my arcade cabinet setup, is following from previous videos. This next run of videos will be to look at gameplay on the various Parodius ports that were put onto the Super Nintendo. This has come about as regards to doing this video from another YouTuber, a fellow YouTuber called Nuscolia, who made a couple of requests for gameplay videos of the Parodius series. So I thought I'd start off with the first one that was actually converted to the Super Nintendo, which actually wasn't the first Parodius game. But this one being the first Super Nintendo one is called Parodius Da. Otherwise known as Parodius, sorry, in Europe. It is extremely similar to the Gradius series. It's developed by the same company, Konami. It is virtually the same, apart from the graphic style. As regards to the Parodius series, is all about cute graphics, and they do look really nice. They do look really nice. The gameplay is virtually the same, and the method that you go through to do your power-ups, etc. Some of the level design is also very similar, if not virtually the same, but again with different graphics. But don't let that put you off. Don't think, well, because I've played Gradius I don't need to play Parodius, because it is a different game in effect, and it's a really good game, and the music as well as the graphics is very cutesy, but it's great music. I really do like it. Over the years when Parodius was actually bought out, and I've got various versions of Parodius. I've got them for several different platforms, but for the purpose of these videos I'll just show the Super Nintendo ones. I've got them in arcade format and PSP and etc, Saturn and everything. I've got to be honest and say that I never really did get into Parodius. I've played it and I do like the game, but I think Gradius, for whatever reason, I always put more gameplay time into Gradius. Whether at the time I thought that, and we're going back a sort of 15 plus years now, that I always thought that playing Parodius was a bit, a bit childish because of the graphic style, and hence why I never really put that much gameplay time into the Parodius series. But looking back on it now, you get a bit older and you don't think about things like, you know, gay graphics and so forth. You just play it because it's a great game. So yeah, it is a real good horizontal shooter. If you've got a Super Nintendo, this is definitely a game that you want to get hold of if you're into shoot 'em ups, without a doubt. So I'll quickly cut to some video gameplay so you can see how it plays and what it looks like, and I hope you enjoy the video. Right, so this is Parodius Da on the Super Nintendo. Now, as I've said on a couple of other videos, hooking the Super Nintendo up to a real CRT is absolutely great, especially with these types of games, because even though it won't look that great on this video, it looks absolutely stunning, especially with the nice vivid colours. You obviously got the scan lines on here, everything's crystal pin sharp. It truly is awesome. Let's start the game off. Right, as with Gradius series, you can select the type of ship you want to control and also the different type of power-ups. So we'll go for the Vic Viper, which is the basic rip-off from Gradius, but in a cutesy style graphics. And you've got auto power-up or manual power-up. I'll normally have manual power-up. I'll normally be in charge of how how I power the ship up. For the purpose of this demo though, we'll go to auto because it gives me less things to think about while I talk and try and play at the same time. And it is fairly intuitive and good, to be honest. Now the auto power up. So again, you got similar arrangements from Gradius. If you're used to playing Gradius, you should be able to get the patterns fairly easily. The power-ups. So I'm collecting power-ups there, and it's automatically actually using the power-ups as it sees fit. So I've got speed up at the moment and missile. Well, I'm not going to make any excuses for that. Terrible. Right, let's try again. Right, the slight difference in Parodius to Gradius is that occasionally you get those bells and they're worth various points, and you'll probably see another one in a bit. I think you can see from this this specific video the cute style of the graphics. The fact you got little Tweety birds coming towards you got to kill is quite disheartening, really. But right, I've got a special thing here where it's giving you like a free shot, so I'm going to try and get it on option, which I've just got it there. And then you've got to shoot a cat. So for all you cat lovers, you probably won't like this game. Oh, that's finished him off. He'll drop down in a minute. Now that wasn't actually an end level boss. That beauty will be coming up in a minute. That's a sort of medium. Here we go. So this is the end of the first level. We've got a crazy looking Jack Sparrow parrot by the looks of it. And that's finished him off. So that's the end of the first level. So again, we're back to start the next level where we've got the power-ups again. And after the Gradius, they start at the bottom, the power-ups coming up. And that's another bell, so if I collect that, I've got 500 points. Oops. In fact, you got things like flying syringes, what look like flying syringes coming at you. It's quite crazy. You got lovely cute music there. Oh, actually, I think a level like this is actually harder than Gradius. You just seem to get quite manic. Shit, missed that. And that slowed me down by the looks of it. lost my laser, lost my power-ups. So this will be interesting, to say the least. Oh, Jesus. Now this certainly isn't a level that you want to be caught at with no power-ups. Basically the clowns have like a nipple on their head. If you shoot that, you'll kill the clown and it will stop all those sort of balls from coming out, but it's not that easy. You can't dodge anything. Right, so that was a very quick gameplay video, but I hope you can see what a great game it is. And if you've got a Super Nintendo, go out and try and get a copy of this game. It really is good.